Otavalo is not the most popular touristy spot in Ecuador, yet many tourists fall onto tourist trap when they go from Quito all the way to Otavalo, specifically for their famous night market. Spoiler, in my opinion, is not that great, but the Otavalo can offer way more. It is indigenous city that helps you understand country more. It's a completely different region and you'll see big difference. And this is what for me travel is all about. We rented a car in Quito and drove all the way to Otavalo, then continued exploring the rest of Ecuador. More on that in my big Ecuador travel guide. But if you're in Quito, visiting Otavalo is super easy, as there are plenty of tours available. I'll leave a link in the description where English-speaking guides can take you to Otavalo and help you pick the perfect tour. In this video, I'll cover best things to do in Otavalo, how to get there, and as usual, straight to the point, as I always do on this channel. Most people visit Otavalo for a quick day tour, drawn to its famous indigenous market, which I personally find to be a tourist trap. My wife and I noticed that Saturdays are especially busy, with the market spilling out from the Plaza de Ponchos and filling much of the town center. You'll find colorful sweaters, ponchos, and other handicrafts at good prices. For example, we bought this llama sweater for $20, but honestly, the market didn't feel as authentic as I'd hoped. Many stalls had the same mass market items, even featuring brands like Adidas and TikTok. While it's a unique experience, I wouldn't say the market is the highlight of Otavalo, even though it's the major reason why many people and tourists are visiting this town. Luckily, there is so much more to this amazing town. Next spot is Laguna de Cuicocha, which I loved so much. Laguna de Cuicocha is a massive crater lake near Otavalo, with an island in the middle shaped like a guinea pig, hence its name, Cuicocha. You can get here by bus from Otavalo and then a taxi, though arranging a return ride is a good idea since it's tricky to find cabs at the lake. We drove ourselves and it took about 45 minutes. Or you could simply take one of these tours online that I highly recommend you to do. Some of them are available from Otavalo, but some of them even from Quito, so I'll leave the link in the description. Please check them out if you decide to visit Laguna de Cuicocha, and if you use my referral link, it helps me to support my channel. The park has an official entrance, so make sure to find it. There are misleading signs along the way with paid parking, but parking inside the park is free. You will also need to show ID at the entrance. Once inside, you'll find multiple entry points to a beautiful loop trail around the top, offering stunning views of the lagoon and plenty of photo opportunities. While you can do the full loop, we decided to hike about 25% of it and then headed down to the water. Here, you can take a boat ride on the lagoon for just $3, but we decided to skip it and move on to our next destination. The next spot we visited is Peguche Waterfalls, and it's about a 45-minute walk from the center of Otavalo, but you can also take a taxi or a bus if you'd prefer. There is a small entrance fee, just $1 or $2. The trail to the falls is well maintained, with eucalyptus trees lining the way, adding a peaceful vibe. There is even a small artisan museum nearby, which adds a nice cultural touch. We actually started on an unofficial trail by mistake, which was fun. It took us through a forest and over a suspension bridge. On the way, we passed through a local community who kindly welcomed us, even letting us hang out in areas usually closed to the public. The waterfall itself is not the most beautiful in the world, but definitely worth the visit. Next spot is Lago San Pablo Lagoon. Otavalo is also home to the stunning San Pablo Lagoon, nestled at the foot of the Imbabura volcano. This lake, with its picturesque views, is a must-see in my opinion. Walkways around the lagoon lead to scenic spots like El Lechero and Mira Lago. El Lechero, known for its spiritual significance, offers a unique view just off the Pan-American Highway. According to legend, Lake San Pablo was born from a tragic love story. The tale tells of an indigenous couple forbidden to be together. In her heartbreak, she transformed into the lake, while he became El Lechero, a tree whose branches reach out in an eternal embrace. Today, the area is a cherished spot in Andean culture, where locals gather to honor this legend and celebrate their heritage. It's a touching tribute that adds even more meaning to the lake's natural beauty. And this is the reason why I loved Otavalo so much, because of these things. It helps you to understand different countries' culture. Megasaurios Park is a new attraction in Otavalo that opened in February 2022. This dinosaur-themed park is surrounded by lush greenery, making it perfect for a fun day outdoors. It's a great spot for families with plenty of activities for both kids and adults. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. And if you're visiting Otavalo with kids, it's definitely worth a visit. Next, Museo Fabrica Imbabura. In my opinion, the top must-do in Otavalo is visiting the Museo Fabrica Imbabura. Once one of the largest factories in the region, it's now a historical museum where families can explore the rich history of Ecuador's textile industry. The museum beautifully showcases the story of cotton production, labor, and its impact on the local economy. They've done an incredible job restoring this massive factory just outside of Otavalo, making it a truly unique experience filled with stories and insights into the region's past. Parque Condor in Otavalo is a fantastic nonprofit wildlife refuge dedicated to preserving and rehabilitating Andean condors and other birds of prey. Cost is $8. Located at the top of Pucara Alta Hill, it offers stunning panoramic views. The highlight for us was the educational bird show, which focuses on environmental conservation. The flight demonstration featuring small birds and even an American bald eagle was truly impressive and memorable. Finally, my personal recommendation on where to stay in Otavalo. We stayed at La Casa Sol Otavalo, and it was the highlight of our recommendations in Ecuador. This charming guest house, built in an ethnic style, is located near Peguche Falls. Our room offers stunning views of the Andes and the Valley of Dawn. The local owners were incredibly friendly and welcoming, making our stay even more memorable. Surprisingly, we were the only guests during our stay, which felt undeserved for such a wonderful place. Rates generally start at $80 per night, which we found very reasonable. Breakfast was great, and the dinner menu was delicious too. Definitely worth staying in for a cozy meal after a day of exploring. You can check the current price for the hotel in the description. I leave a referral link to booking.com, and if you decide to use my referral link, I'll make a small commission if you book any hotel in the world, so thank you for your support in advance. As for the Otavalo's climate and weather, we noticed that cloudy days are pretty typical thanks to the mountains surrounding the town. The climate stays warm overall, though we did experience some occasional rain. For the clearest skies and best outdoor conditions, the dry season is from July to September is ideal. So once again, in my opinion, Otavalo definitely worth visiting if you try to understand the country. If you're looking only for cool touristy spots, probably that city is not for you. But I will forever remember that indigenous vibe, Otavalo's people, and the energy of this region. So thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel for more straight to the point travel guides, and see you in the next video.